Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's ELA lesson. My name is Miss B, and I am so excited to get to do another lesson with you all today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so you guys can follow along with what's happening and just see what we are going to be learning about today. So today I am doing another lesson on compound words. I've already done one lesson on compound words, and maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, but this is just another one, and we're going to talk about some different aspects to compound words that we did not cover the first time. So let's go ahead and jump into our standard and objective. I always like to go through our objective and our standard so that we know that we are on track with what we are supposed to be learning. Our objective is by the end of this lesson, you will be able to create multiple compound words using the same base words. And if that objective is confusing to you right now, do not worry. I will explain it to you guys, and hopefully you will be able to follow along and understand what that means by the end. And like I said, we will check in again at the end to make sure you guys have a good understanding. And then, of course, our standard is to use knowledge of the meaning of individual words to predict the meaning of compound words. And then it just has some examples like birdhouse, lighthouse, housefly, bookshelf, notebook, bookmark, etc. There are more of those, but for now we are focusing on just creating those compound words and using the definitions that we already know to help us figure out what they mean. All right, so now I'm going to ask you guys to grab some materials. If you guys could grab paper, I just have plain paper. Plain paper is totally fine, but whatever you have will work, whether it's lined or graph paper. Just grab what you have. And then also, if you could get some writing utensils, you can get more than one or just one. I don't care if it's pencil, pen, marker, whatever you want, just grab some writing utensils. So go ahead and pause this video and grab those materials now. All right, hopefully you guys have gotten what you need to and you have everything together. We are going to go ahead and jump on into our lesson. And again, just having these materials will help you to follow along and get the most out of this lesson. But if you don't have something, that is okay. Just do your best to follow along and we will get it done together. Okay, so compound words. Let's just first talk about what are they. Give me a thumbs up if you guys have ever heard of compound words before. And if you haven't, you can give me a thumbs down. Maybe you can kind of give me a fist. All right. Hopefully we have lots of thumbs up in here, but even if we don't, that is okay. We are just going to talk about what they are first, and then we'll get into more detail. So compound words is basically when you take two words with different meanings and put them together to create a new word with a totally different meaning. So if that's a little bit confusing to you, I've put in a example down here. And so we have water, okay? Our first word is water, and water is just something that we drink a lot of times. It's just something that maybe we swim in, maybe you've been to the ocean, maybe you've been somewhere where it rains a lot. That is water. I actually have a water bottle right here. So that is water. And then our second word, fall. Now, fall has a couple different meanings. In the picture, you can see that I put fall like the season, like where the leaves are coming down and they are actually falling. Fall can mean the season, but it can also mean like, oh, something is falling, right? Or I don't want to fall down. So a couple different meanings of fall, but here you can see we put together water plus fall equals waterfall. And just knowing the definitions of those two words, really, it does help us to figure out what waterfall means, because all we have is water and it's falling, right? It's just water and it's falling and it creates a waterfall. So that is how we get that word. I think that sometimes when we have compound words, The word, after you already put the words together, can mean something totally different, but most of the time, one or both of those words will help you figure out what the compound word will mean. All right, so we are going to move on now that we know what compound words are, and we are going to talk a little bit more in detail about them and how to create them. All right, so sometimes compound words can have one of the same base words and then have a different second word, and then the meaning will always be different. So if that was confusing to you, I know it's hard to say it because you just keep saying word, word, word a lot. But if you guys want to look at the screen here, I have 3 words. I have the word bell, I have door, and I have knob, okay? From these 3 words, I can make 2 compound words. So let's look. Door plus bell equals doorbell. Door plus knob equals doorknob. So you will see that the first part of those words are the same. We have one of the same base words, which is door. But then the second word that's added on gives the new word a whole new meaning. Are doorbell and doorknob the same thing? No, they're not. And the reason why is because even though door is the same, we have these 2 words, bell and knob, that give our compound words completely different meanings. So that is so, so great. And you guys can see I added little pictures. The one on the left is a doorbell, and the one on the right is a doorknob. So like I said, door, the base, one of our bases is the same, door, but then we add on that second part just to change the meaning of the word. So doorbell and doorknob are 2 different words, but in both words, door is added to create the compound word. All right, so let's continue. I'm going to go over a couple examples, and I would love for us to try them out together and see what we can kind of build together. All right, so here we go. Look at this grouping of 3 words, and let's see what we can make from them. So we have, whoops, I'm going to exit out here because I do not want, let's see. I'm going to turn that white actually, so we can't really see it, okay? So we have 3 words here, okay? Let's try and see what we can put together from these words. So the 3 words we have are fish, gold, and star. So when you're looking at creating this, you need to think about all the possibilities. So I'm going to use a whiteboard so you guys can see really well, but let's go ahead and look. Fish, gold, and star. Let us see. Is fish gold a word? No, fish gold is not a word. But what about goldfish? Is goldfish a word? Yes, goldfish is a word. So I'm going to go ahead and write out gold plus fish equals goldfish, okay? And so now that we have that first compound word, you guys can see we have used 2 of those words. Now, one of those words I'm going to use again to make our second compound word. Let's see. Gold star, star gold. Are those words? No, they are not words. Those are not words. Gold star is maybe describing like a gold star, but it is not actually one compound word. What our compound word is going to be is starfish. Starfish. So I'm going to write that down on here. Star plus fish equals starfish. Okay. So we have star plus fish equals starfish. Okay. So with that being said, Now, let's see. What word is in both of these compound words? You guys say it out loud. Yes, it is fish. Fish is present in both starfish and goldfish. But do starfish and goldfish mean the same thing? No, they do not mean the same thing. They have completely different meanings. Um, they have completely different meanings, even though they have one of the same words in common. All right. So now I am going to move over. This is the independent practice. I actually want to do one more of these with you guys so that you guys can make sure you have it down. And then I'm going to leave you to do the other two on your own. And the reason why is so that you guys can just make sure that you have this down and you feel confident and ready to create these words. So the one that we're going to do together is sun, flower, and shine. Okay. Sun, flower, and shine. I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you guys so you can see what is going on right here. Perfect. Okay, so sun, flower, and shine. Sun, flower, and shine. Now let's look at these three words and think, what is one compound word I could make out of here? Sun, flower, shine. Shine, flower. Shine, sun. What do you guys think that we should put together in order to create a compound word? Go ahead and say that out, or you can write it down. All right. Hopefully you guys said sun plus flower equals sunflower. Sun plus flower equals sunflower. Amazing, you guys. So we have sun plus flower equals sunflower. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen a sunflower before, but they are so, so beautiful. And this is what we are talking about here. So the sun is up like the sun in the sky, right? It's what shines down on us and what sometimes makes us really hot in the summer. It's what kind of lights up the world outside. And then a flower is something that grows outside, and most of the time they are so beautiful. I don't know if you guys have a favorite flower, but actually a sunflower is one of my very favorite flowers. And so we're adding together sun and flower to get sunflower. And it's called a sunflower because it actually, first of all, it kind of looks like a sun. When it blooms, right, you can see there are yellow, it's like one big circle and then yellow all around it, kind of like the sun. And also it needs the sun to live and to bloom. So it is called a sunflower. Now let's think. We have created one word from these three words. We know we should be able to create one more word with this. What is the other word we can create? If you guys know it, go ahead and say it out loud. And if you don't know what it is, then just wait and I will tell you the answer. All right, hopefully you guys are shouting out and telling me what you think it is. At the next one, again, we are going to use sun plus, so we're using sun again, like the sun in the sky, right? Sun plus shine. Sun plus shine equals sunshine. Sunshine. All right. So you guys can see right here, we have sun plus shine equals sunshine. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to underline the word that we used. So sun, perfect. So you guys can see we have sunflower and sunshine. And sunshine is basically when like the sun is shining down on us, right? It's when we can maybe feel the sunshine and feel the heat, but the sun is shining and it's very bright outside. And that is what sunshine means. And I hope that you guys can see how to use different parts of these words to help you understand what the meaning will be of our compound words here. Just like sun and flower kind of helped us know that, oh, maybe a sunflower really needs the sun to grow and live, right? Or maybe it looks like the sun. And just like sunshine, we know it's the sun and it shines, and so we know what sunshine means. We are using those two parts to come together and help us to figure that out. So with that being said, I actually have one more that I would like to do with you guys, just because I want to make sure that you really get it before you move on to independent practice. So I'm going to get my Google Slides back, and here is what we are going to do. I'm going to write out our 3 words. Let's see. All right. Oops. Okay. So these words are going to be kind of similar to the ones that you will have for independent practice, but I just want to make sure you get this down. So this is fire, work, and ball. Okay, so we have 3 words here, totally separate words. Fire is like a flame, right? It's so hot. Things can catch on fire when they get too hot, or when there's a spark maybe. And then for work, there are a couple different ways to describe work, but it's like hard work, right? We're getting things done. We're doing things on our to-do list. Maybe it's a job. And then a ball is pretty easy to explain. I wish I had one right here, but I don't, unfortunately. A ball is just something that we can throw. They come in different shapes and sizes, but it is a ball. So we have these 3 words. Now let's think, what words can we create from fire, work, and ball? Go ahead and write it down or say it out loud if you guys know. All right, so for our very first word, I am going to show you that our first word is fire plus work equals firework. And you know that, well, many of you probably know, maybe you don't, that fireworks are things that we light up and then they shoot up into the sky and they explode, and they're so beautiful. They are so pretty, and it kind of creates an awesome light show at night. So we are using fire and work to get firework. Now let's think of another one. So we did fire and work. What is another thing? All right, let's think. Go ahead and write it down if you know it. I'm going to write it down and then share it with you. Okay, so the next word is fire plus ball equals fireball. I know in this case, again, we are using fire for the second time, so I'm going to go ahead and underline that. Fire, 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 so you can see that. In this case, a fireball can be like a ball of fire, right? I know in some video games that my brother plays, he talks about fireball a lot, like fireballs, and so that is what a fireball is. So we have fire plus ball, fireball. Again, we are using fire in both of these, but they have totally different meanings from one another, not the same at all. So those were the answers there. I just did want to go over them with you guys so quickly so that you felt like you had a great handle on these and were able to do them on your own, which is what we are moving on to right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up your independent practice, and this is a time that you can take. We've already done the first one together, so do not worry about that. Just do these last 2, and for each of the 3 words, you will find 2 compound words. So for cracker, fire, and fighter, you will find 2 words. For bow, drop, rain, you will find 2 words. So go ahead and pause this video and do that at this time. All right. Hopefully you guys have paused the video and finished up everything that you need to, and you have come up with some answers for what you think the answers will be. Let's look. So we did the first one together. We said sun plus flower equals sunflower. We said sun plus shine equals sunshine. We said fire plus cracker equals firecracker. We said fire plus fighter equals firefighter. We said rain plus bow equals rainbow. And rain plus drop equals raindrop. So those are our answers there, and I hope that those make sense to you. You guys might know a firecracker is something that you can light up on the 4th of July, and it'll just kind of crack around and make a really pretty light show. A firefighter is someone who saves us when maybe our house is on fire, or a building or a car or anything is on fire, and they also help us when we get stuck places, or maybe like a cat is stuck in a tree. They help us in so many ways, more than just even fires. So a rainbow, you guys may know, a rainbow is something that appears in the sky when after it's rained, and it's so pretty and so beautiful, and it's so colorful. And then we have raindrop, and a raindrop is just a little drop of rain that we can see. Maybe it's going down the window and we're kind of following it with our eyes, but that is what raindrop means. So those are the answers. Hopefully you guys got them correct, but even if you didn't, no worries. You can try them again or ask an adult to give you some more examples so you can work on getting the right answer. Okay, so the objective review. I told you guys we would come back to this so we could see and make sure that you understood. So our objective was, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to create multiple compound words using the same base words. So again, remember, that's just using one of the same base words, and you could create more than one compound words. So I feel like we achieved that, but do you guys feel like we reached this objective? Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a fist if you're not sure. All right, hopefully you guys feel ready to go and like we have achieved what we wanted to in this lesson. I know I do feel that way, but even if you don't, there are lots of resources for you to keep on learning and just getting better at compound words all the time. Okay, that is all I have for you guys today. Again, my name was Miss B, and I had so much fun doing this ELA lesson with you all. I hope you had an awesome time, and just remember to have a great day, keep learning, and have a good attitude while doing it. Bye-bye.